Hello and welcome to Efficient Strategy Gaming. Today I'd like to talk to you guys about the effects of collaboration governments. Collaboration governments is something that you can do with your spies, and you can set up collaboration governments in any country. You have to get a spy network of 50%, and then you're able to execute a collaboration government mission with your spies. And we have set up a collaboration government in France here, and I have specifically 3 collaboration governments in France, and let me tell you what exactly that does. So, increases initial starting compliance in occupied states by 30 to 45% per use, up to a maximum of 100% collaboration. As an example, 70% collaboration will give you 70% compliance. And so if we go down to Free France here, obviously France has fallen, and Germany occupies France right now. You can see that I got 3 collaboration governments off with my spies, and I have 100% compliance. Okay, so what does that mean? Now that I occupy the territory, I have 99% of the country's factories, and I have 99% of the country's resources, and I get access to their manpower as well. I have 0.8% of their total manpower, which is roughly 250,000 manpower, and that's just from Free France here. If I had taken all of France, I would have gotten even more factories. So what it's looking like here is we have 59 total factories with 22 sieves and 37 mills. The resources are roughly 622. There's 70 aluminum and 551 steel. So this is huge here. So after you occupy the territory, you get all those bonuses, and that's great. And I would suggest doing 3 collaboration governments on France so that you make sure that you get 100% compliance. And I would do it on France first because you're getting a raw percentage of the country's economy, basically, and manpower. So if you go do collabs on a smaller country such as Poland has less economy, less resources. You will get less from that country. So start off with collabs on France first, and then consider smaller countries after that, based on what you want. Do you want resources? Go to a resource-rich country that you're going to invade, and then say you needed chromium. You could go to Yugoslavia second and get 3 collabs on Yugoslavia, and you could get chromium after you took over Yugoslavia. Okay, to deep dive further on this idea of collaboration governments, you are able to basically release the collaboration government after you have kind of set it up. So initially, all we're getting is compliance, 100% compliance, which then gives us access to basically all the goodies. The second thing that you're able to do that you should probably never do is create, so you can release the government. I'm under the event and decisions tab here. You can release the country and say, hey, you've got your own government now, and you're going to be, we're going to be your overlord, but you guys can govern yourself. And if that happens from the wiki, what you get is you get 75% of the civilian industry if I'm Germany, and I get 75% of the military industry as Germany. I get 100% of the extra trade. So I'm assuming that I can trade with the collaboration government, 1 civilian factory for 80 resources. Subject manpower requirement is 100%, so I get all the manpower. Technology sharing bonus, negative 50%. And then that country gets the generic focus tree and can start getting like mills and sieves from that focus tree and other bonuses. However, I'm not going to control that extra 25% of the civilian and military industry. So that is the big downside right there, I would say, is that I don't get all the mills and I don't get all the civs. And as Germany, let's think through this process here. If I had, so 25% of 37 mills, quick math is probably, I would get probably 8 to 10 less mills over here. Well, that's 8 to 10 less mills on my tank. And then the trickle down effect of that is the fact that I have a genius here, Erwin Rommel, which gives me armor division attack 15%, armor division defense 15%. So even though the collaboration government can then use those mills to create their own army, I would rather have the mills so that I can make tanks for my tank divisions and then utilize my expert military staff, not even expert, genius military staff, not even to mention Halder with the division attack of 10%. So I would say it's best to just leave the collaboration government alone. Do not release it. Get the mills on your country, because the AI is kind of squirrely, and you're going to be able to optimize your country's military production better than any AI collaboration government that you create. And that's about it for this video. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. There's many ways to support the channel. We've got Patreon. You can also become a channel member, and we also have a Discord. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one.